What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a mashup between Sonic the Hedgehog and Greninja from Pokemon. Now for this drawing, we want to try to create an equal visual balance between Sonic and Greninja. And this begins by identifying the key features of each character. So we'll start by using Sonic as the base of our drawing and layering in Greninja's key features. Let's start in the center of our page and draw a small oval for Sonic's nose. We'll start right in the middle at the very top, go all the way around, and then back up towards the top. Let's add a small highlight oval on the top of the nose, and we'll fill the bottom of the nose in black, going around that highlight. Now from here, we're going to wrap the tongue around the base of the head. Let's start on the left side of the nose. We're going to draw a curve going out, and then bend that up towards the left side of the head. Let's line this up on the right and do the same thing. We go out and bend that up. Now you want to wrap the tongue along the bottom. Let's start from the top left, bend this down, go across the middle and over towards the right. Now let's round out the tongue and just pull that back in on the top right. Let's draw the bottom left side of the tongue. Start from the top, coming all the way around, round out the tongue and just pull that back in the center. Now with the tongue in place, let's draw the bottom edge of the brow. We'll start right in the middle, just up above the nose. Start with a point. Let's start with the left side. Bend this out, then up. Let's round up the top of the eye, come around, and then bring that back in on top of the tongue. Let's go back to the center and draw the same thing on the right. Go around, bend that up, round up the top of the eye on the same height, come down, and then bend that in. Now you want to push the iris and pupil towards the inside. So let's start on the top left. We're going to draw a half oval. Come down and back up. Let's line this up on the right. Come down towards the same height, go out and in. Let's trace the iris along the inside of the pupil. And then along the top of the pupil, we'll add a curve for the highlight, and we'll fill the bottom of the pupils in black. Now from here, I'm going to separate the center of the head with Greninja's fin. Let's go all the way up towards the top of our page, right in the middle. Start with a point. I'm going to bend this out towards the left, come down, and pull that in towards the middle, towards the bottom of the brow. Let's go back up to the top. Just going to bend this out towards the right, come down, and then back in towards the bottom. Let's add that fold across the top of the brow. Starting from the top left, go up above the eye, come in, and then bring that down. Let's line this up on the right. Going up, around, and then down. Let's add those two fins on the side of the head. We're going to start from the top corner of the tongue, draw a straight angled line, going up, and then out. Let's do the same thing on the right. Going up, and then pull that out towards the same height. Let's round out the top of the fin, going up and then in. And draw a straight angled line coming back down towards the bottom. Now you want to tuck the side of the head in behind those fins. Let's line up the bottom edge of the brow, curve the head going up and in towards the base of the ear. Curve the ear going up and in towards the top. And then we'll bend the ear, coming in and then down on top of the head. Let's round up the head, going up and in behind the fin. Continue out and down on the right. Now you want to trace the ears along the side, coming down toward the top of the head, and we'll curve the bottom of the ear. Now you want to wrap the back of the fin going up in towards the center. Let's start along the side, bend this down in behind the ear, continue along the inside, bending this in, and then up towards the top. Come down on the right, go in behind the ear, and bend that back up towards the side. Now with the head in place, let's move down and draw on the side of the body. We start over on the left side, just underneath the head. Let's round out the body, going out and then in. Let's go over towards the right and do the same thing, turn in towards the same height. Now let's go in between the hips, step down and add a curve, going down and up. From the ends, we're going to bend this up and in towards the center of the body. I'm going to add that trim in the center of the body going in behind that point. Let's start from the top left and draw an oval, going all the way around. Just pull that in towards the side. Continue on the right, going around, up, and then in. Let's continue working our way down towards the feet. From the side, we're just going to bend the leg, going out and then down towards the ankles. Let's round out the bottom, going down and then up towards the outside of the leg. Now, along the side of the leg, we're going to add a disc. Let's start from the left hip, add a short curve going out and down. And then from here, we draw an oval, going all the way around towards the bottom, and back up towards the top. Let's close off the bottom leg by curving this out and up underneath that disc. Let's add that thick cuff around the ankles. From the bottom corners of the leg, we're going to step up, bend this around, and then in. And then we'll tuck the bottom half and underneath, going around the bottom, and then in towards the inside. Now from here, we're going to transition into Greninja's feet. Let's start from the inside of the cuff, bend this in and then down towards the heel. And then we'll add that spike along the back. We'll step up, bend this in and then up. Let's come down and then out towards the bottom of the foot. Now let's curve the foot. We're going to go out and then down towards the first toe. Let's add that disc, drawing an oval, going all the way around. I'm just going to leave a gap along the top. Let's work our way towards the second toe and bend this in, round this out, and go out towards the outside. And then we'll add that second disc. We're going to come down, go out towards the outside of the oval, and then pull that in. Let's bend the top of the foot, coming in and then up towards the outside of the cuff. Let's go in between the toes and add a curve. And we add sonic stripe across the foot. Let's start from the outside of the top, bend this in and then down, step up and draw that again. Now we want to go back up to the top and draw on the arms. Let's start from the top of the body, step down, bend the arm going out, and then down towards the wrist on both sides. From the wrist, just going to round this out, going up, and it'll follow that same curve going up and in underneath the tongue. Let's add that same cuff around the wrist. From the corners, step in, just going to start by adding that fold, and then we'll draw the bottom half tucked in underneath. Now similar to how we created the feet, we're going to add 3 discs on the tip of each finger. Let's start from the bottom of the cuff, come down and in. Let's add that disc, going all the way around, and again leaving a gap along the top. Let's go over towards the right, coming down and in. And we'll add that disc. Let's work our way towards the second finger. We'll go up, and bend that down towards the side, add that disc on the end, again leaving a gap along the top. Let's add that last finger, going in, and bending that out, add that disc, now from the outside of the hand, bend this in and then up underneath the cuff. Now we're going to go back and add that webbing in between each finger with a curve. Now with the body in place, let's bring that tongue back out along the left side. We're going to start from the left side of the tongue, then it's out, come down, and then in behind the hand. And I just want to continue down underneath the finger, and then down toward the bottom of the tongue. Now the tongue gets wider along the bottom and just narrows out along the top. Just going to round this out, come up, go out in behind the hand. Now it's going to continue along the top. Then we'll sign our art and add a splash of color, and there we have it. There's a cool mashup between Sonic and Greninja. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and if you did, you could drop some more ideas in the comments below. And if you want to keep drawing with me, you might want to check out this video over here. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.